Hi. Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to my business page. I'm Melissa. And today is I'll be running a 10 days Go Live series on my business page. And today is actually day one, where I will be sharing with you the reason why I started this online business and also to take a deeper dive to understand, just to share with you why my why is my why. So for all of you who are watching and and those who are going to be watching the replay, hi, my name is Melissa. My friends call me Mel. I'm from Singapore, and I'm a full-time working mom. I'm a business analyst for a bank, and I have three wonderful boys, and a part-time digital business owner. So just a little bit more about myself. So my husband and I, we are originally from Malaysia, and we decided to move to Singapore like 10 years ago to start our family here, just for, to look for greener pastures and to raise our family. Um, so why did I decide to start an online business? There are certainly a few events that happened in my life that made me decide to have a change, in my life. So just to share with you this one event that happened 5 years ago. So at that time, I have two boys at that time. So they were really little. My second son was only 2 years old. Then my husband had to go overseas, right? Because we were saving up for our first home in Singapore. And we decided that I would stay in Singapore to look after the boys and also to work so that we could have more savings. So he left for a year, and that 1 year was really difficult for us. I I had to juggle between work and looking after the boys, and the dynamics of my family kind of changed. We had to employ a full-time nanny, a stay-in nanny, to actually help look after my boys while I work. And yeah, it's just a total different change for the boys. They're missing their dads, and they're missing their dad, and I'm also missing my husband. I don't do well in long distance relationships, so it definitely took a toll on our marriage for that year. In that year, um, so just being like I felt like a single mom in a way. Like I have to look after them when they're sick. I have to take them to the doctors. And I also had my first experience of mom guilt because having a stay-at-home nanny, or in Singapore we call a helper, right? The boys tend to favor our nanny more, so I felt a bit left out, and it wasn't a good feeling. And that actually reminded me when I was little as well. My dad, when I was growing up, I was a teen. I was a teenager. My dad had to work overseas for more than 5 years just so that he could save up enough to to put my brother and I through university, right? So and I saw how my mom struggled being the mom and the dad at the same time. You know, um, at that point of time, I didn't understand why she's always so how do you say it, so short tempered, right? But after going through it myself when my husband was not around, I understand now that's because she's stressed, she's worried, and yeah, she misses her husband. So I didn't understand why that, actually all I wanted was the family to be together. And it was hard that, yeah, my husband had to be away, although it's just 1 year. Yeah, it just totally changed a lot of things. And I kind of felt a bit sad and bad that there's nothing I can do. Like he can't. We didn't have any better ideas on how to have more savings than to take up the overseas assignment and leave the family for a year. At that point of time, I knew that I need to make a change because generally, being the second generation, I always feel that we have to be better than our parents. So if my dad back then 20 years ago had to leave the family to uh, to look elsewhere to support us financially. Being a second generation, we should be doing better and not like following what they did. Um, yeah, we should be like be more creative in finding resources. So during that event, that 1 year, I realized that yeah, I needed to look for something else. But fast forward 5 years later, here I'm now. I have my third son, but it seems that the dynamics are still the same. We still have a live-in nanny, right, who helps to look after our boys while we work. Work-wise, we're still, working 45 hours to 50 hours a day. So you know how people say that, family is the most important. Family is priority. But, if we are spending so many hours at work, that leaves us very little time to actually spend quality time with our loved ones. So like pre-pandemic times when I was working full-time in the office, right? I would leave house at like 8. I'll be home by 7-ish p.m. And by then I only had like 2 hours or 2.5 hours max to be with my boys before they go to bed. So it was always a constant rush in that 2 hours, right? It's always have you done your homework? Have you packed your bags? Uh, is there spelling tomorrow? It's always quick, quick, like hurry up, do this, do that. We just want to get things done for the night because we just have to squeeze that much thing in that two hours time frame. So, sometimes when I'm even when I'm having dinner, even when having dinner at my dining table, I'll be like marking their homeworks or reading their communication books. It's just yeah, it's always constantly rushing, and because of that, I I, I I become very impatient, right? I become short tempered as well, and once in a while I will snap at my kids. So that will make me feel lousy after that for scolding them, right? Because when people say there's three things that you cannot recover once it's lost is really the things that you said, the time that you've missed, and the memories that you missed, and the time that is lost. So with all these factors and events that happen, I decided that I need a change. Really, I just didn't want to continue living like that for the next 20, 30 years, right? Because if I don't change, nothing changes. Like, yeah. Um, yeah, but another thing I realized was my why is really is to have more quality time with my kids, my boys. As they are growing up, I really want to be with them, to go through their every milestone. Like during the pandemic days last year was then I actually took action to do something different. And that was because I had the opportunity to work from home, right? I was working full time at home, and it was really good. Like I get to spend time with my boys, and they are actually really enjoying. They enjoyed my time. I mean, they enjoy being with me as well. And I believe my my helper is also very happy that I'm at home, because when I'm home, the kids are more calm, they're more well behaved, they're more disciplined, and I feel I have more value. I have like a greater value at home than at work. Like yeah, work is work. When you go in there, everyone's just cold, they do their thing, and you just clear your you just clear your work and you go home. But when I come home is where I feel I'm most appreciated, most wanted. Like walking through the door, when I come home, my boys will just shout, "Mommy, mommy, you're home!" They're just so happy to see me. So I just want to have more of those moments with them. Yeah, to actually sorry, just to share those moments with them and to really guide them through. Um, yeah, so oh, I'm so sorry. Take a moment. So my boys have been so really wonderful to me, and I feel I have to do a bit more for them. Um, yes, I know that working hard and putting food on the table is important, uh, but I don't want to miss like too much time away from them because they are growing up. Yeah. Um, um, yeah, I just didn't want to miss all the memories that, like as a child I would have with my dad if he was around more. Uh, and yeah, and so with my sons, I hope to do this. I hope to be better. That I want to be there for them. I want to pick them up from school almost every day. I mean every day, so that to share their days and all that, and to help them with their schoolwork, to play with them because when I was working, there was never enough time to play. Like the elder one will always need help with schoolwork. The younger one will need help with school projects, and really my baby just wants to play. And it was very hard to squeeze time, and I'm always looking for excuses, or excuses to excuses to not do it at that time. I'll just always push it to the weekend, but weekend is equally just as busy for us, right? So yeah, so really so that's my why. I really just want to spend time with my boys, you know uh, because at home is where I feel most appreciated, and I feel most alive, right? Work has become something just unfulfilling. I don't feel appreciated at work anymore. It's just something that you go in, you put in your hours. You're just looking forward to lunchtime, and then time to go off work. And really, that's not how I think it should live. Like even during this pandemic time, it taught us that life is short, and we shouldn't be like wasting our time doing things that I don't know. Like after you retire, does your contribution mean anything to the company? No, I don't think so. Like you're just a piece of a piece of the puzzle, a pawn in their chess game. So if you're not wanted, you're just disposed. You, of course, no one is indispensable. But at home, you are is where I'm truly needed and wanted. Um, yeah, I mean, okay. So I think that's all I have to share. So basically, I just want to spend more quality time with my boys and to own my time. And yeah, I would ask you guys to also do a self reflection to see what are your pains and your struggles in life. Because if you know what is your why, your how would be clear. So for me is I knew I need to get out of the rat race. I need to find a balance in my life, not just work, right? Um, really, there's no such thing as work-life balance if really you're spending majority of your time at work, really. So yeah, so um, have a think of what your pains and struggles are, because it'll be relevant for my Go Live series tomorrow, my day 2, right? We'll be talking about yeah, pains and struggles and dreams. So before I end this Go Live series today, I want to thank you all for tuning in and staying with me until now. I wish you all a very good day. And since today is the Mid Autumn Festival, I wish all my friends and everyone out there who's celebrating Mid Autumn Festival a very happy Mid Autumn Festival. Um, yeah, take care and see you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.